Hello my friends, welcome to the All Movies. Today I would like to talk about Heath Ledger and his career, which ended too soon with a tragic death in 2008. We start with his uncredited movie debut. He's one of the boys with a cape stage right of the main protagonist.
Oh, that's it. I hope all those late nights don't leave them out. No, I'm all focused. And the taxi girl. No girl, I suppose. You could say that. Rodriguez and Bennett, neck and neck around the final turn. Bennett ahead by a nose, but no wait. No prejudging here, folks. Rodriguez rides straight past Bennett and takes the lead from the rest of the peloton, leaving him for dead.
Wait, Scotty, piss off, you little twerp. Hey, give it a go, eh? No, mate, I'll give it a pass this time.
Toby, mate. Tracy came with me.
This is credited theatrical movie debut for Heath.
Smack in the head, don't call me a hoon, you fucking towny wanker. Hey? Asshole! Asshole!
Never had anyone fight over me. Why don't you just leave me alone?
Sal, come on, we're best friends, remember? Can't get much closer than this.
You just get lost.
I got the van again tonight. What do you think? You said someone else admitted to it, right?
Yes.
You know, what's going to happen to them?
That's none of your concern.
Yeah, except you're going to go light on them because they dobbed me in.
I'm still waiting for your answer, Scott.
Sally Fletcher took the key.
'Tis my lord, gracious Oberon.
And this is second credited movie role for him. Although Paws and Blackrock were created same year, Blackrock was released first.
Oh, come my sweet. Taste my lips. Unity. We can't drive it out. What are you talking about?
The Tash, her sister.
Catelyn needs her inside. You were loved here. We love you. I love you. You're not afraid of me, are you?
Afraid of you? Why would I be afraid of you?
Well, most people are.
Well, I'm not.
Well, maybe you're not afraid.
First American movie for Heath. He beat out Josh Hartnett and Ashton Kutcher for the role. According to Gil Junger, there was concern about his Australian accent. Junger felt it made him dangerous and sexy. According to the 10th anniversary commentary by the cast, Heath and Julia Stiles began dating during the filming. They broke up in January 2000.
Is that right?
Yeah, but I screwed up. I fell for her.
G'day, Brenner. Hey, Echo.
Busy tomorrow, Jimmy?
Oh, not much, you know. Nothing much going on. Why, what's up?
Got a bit of work if you want it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, what is it?
Oh, no, I've been doing that for a while. Yeah, but, I got a new job. And, you could say I'm moving on.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm working for a guy.
I might have to call you back, mate. Wait,
Get the fuck out!
Okay.
I thought you were a man of principle.
When you have a family of your own, perhaps you'll understand.
When I have a family of my own, I won't hide behind them.
Heath Ledger didn't work for a year because he only got offers for teen heartthrob roles. He was about to quit acting and return to Australia when he was cast in the film. He said researching the American Revolutionary War for the role answered his question of why Americans waved their flag so high. He performed his own stunts.
That's 13 for training and outfitting. Now, the tournament in Rouen is in a month from now. In 1 month, we could split a prize bigger than this one. In 1 month, we could be on our way to glory and riches none of us ever dreamed of.
Ledger, largely unknown at the time this went into production, was cast on the strength of his performance in The Rushes that Brian Helgeland had seen of him in The Patriot, which was filming at the time. Heath knocked out one of director's front teeth with a broomstick when the two were demonstrating a jousting move. It was several months before Helgeland's mouth had healed enough to repair the damage. He says it was the only jousting injury during filming.
Buddha, how you doing?
Just give me the 250s.
According to producer Lee Daniels, Wes Bentley pulled out at the very last minute, and Lionsgate gave them only 48 hours to find a replacement, who turned out to be Heath Ledger. In 2010, Bentley admitted that his erratic, unpredictable, and unreliable behavior throughout much of the 2000s had been caused by a long-standing addiction to heroin.
Well, I always loved you. And how does an Englishman laugh?
Jude Law was the original choice for the role of Harry Feversham. This is the 6th film version of the source novel. The first was Four Feathers, released in 1915. Kate Hudson turned down the chance to play Mary Jane in Spider-Man to make this film.
I wasn't even there!
We know that, but it's your word against his.
Take the word of a drunken liar and rest an innocent woman! Is that right? I won't take this injustice! I'm gonna kill him!
The Sydney Morning Herald suggested that Heath was made for the role because when he tried on Ned Kelly's original iron armor, it fit perfectly. Ledger's last words in the final voiceover, "Such is life," are also Ned Kelly's last words before he was hanged. He was always Gregor Jordan's first choice to play the lead.
Stop running! I won't shoot you, I swear! And what does this have to do with me?
She was locked up for trying to kill you, wasn't she?
That was the main reason, yes.
I just thought you'd like to know she's unaccounted for.
Heath, Shannon Sossamon, and Mark Addy all previously appeared together in A Knight's Tale. Both movies were written and directed by Brian Helgeland. In 1999, Antonio Banderas was set to play the lead, but 20th Century Fox put it into turnaround after the studio wanted to trim the budget and had disputes with director over casting Banderas' co-stars.
Ma, baby, baby. Get back to the boneyard for you, pal!
The real Skip Engblom wanted Heath Ledger to play him. Heath wore some of Engblom's old clothes. Skip's wife had saved them, and they lent them to Ledger to help him get into character. The real Skip appears as a race starter at the Seattle event.
I mean, you think I like sitting on my ass waiting for you clowns, huh? Bastards didn't send fire trucks for over 6 hours or something. Yeah, they wanted it gone.
When you burn a witch, her soul burns eternally. So the exorcism of witches requires a very special method.
And expensive.
Only an arrow of innocent tears, that is child's tears, shot directly through the heart can ever put out that fire.
Matt Damon and Heath Ledger were originally cast in opposite roles. They petitioned and switched their roles. The most expensive scene in the movie was cut because it occurred early in the story and nothing would have been able to top it. The scene's special effects were almost completed before it was cut. It's available on the DVD's special features.
Another kiss.
Not you.
What? Man, that's more words than you spoke in the past 2 weeks.
Hell, that's the most I've spoken in a year.
When asked if he had any fears about playing a gay man, Heath replied that he was not afraid of the role, only that he wasn't mature enough to do it justice. According to reports, Ledger nearly broke co-star Jake Gyllenhaal's nose while filming a kissing scene. They became very close friends during shooting, and Jake is the godfather of Ledger's daughter Matilda. Heath later reckoned that the script for the movie was the best screenplay he'd ever read.
Damn you, James.
I can't stand like this anymore, Jack.
Tell me I was the one.
You are the one.
You won't forget me, will you?
Oh, I could never.
During Casanova's screening to American cinemas, Heath felt a little schizophrenic for the audience. In addition to the adventures of a promiscuous Italian, they also screened Brokeback Mountain, in which he played a gay cowboy. He did all of his stunts himself.
Well, there's more to this than just the name, you know.
I wouldn't mind being Casanova.
I wouldn't mind being on that boat.
Kenny! Kenny, look at me! Fuck, I don't know! Pete! Just fucking stir it! Make sure it's dissolved! Come here. Oh, baby. Fuck.
Ledger was the director's only choice for the role of Dan. In an interview, Heath discussed using his own cigarette addiction as a means to understand heroin addiction for this film.
What was that? There's nothing to be scared of.
I think we're gonna end.
It'll never end.
It's not about me anymore, it's all about him. Your guaranteed double your money back voice of the people.
Wow, you're no monkeying around.
Why?
Colin Farrell was originally cast as Robbie Clark. He dropped out of the film to admit himself into rehab for a dependency on back pain medication. Heath Ledger replaced him. Farrell would later take over for Ledger in the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus after his death. The final film starring Heath, to be released during his lifetime.
Well, you want to know why you think that? That something can be done to change things?
Why?
Because you're a chick.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da! It's gone.
Oh, well, hello, beautiful. You must be Harvey Squeeze.
In preparation for his role as the Joker, Heath hid away in a motel room for about 6 weeks. During this extended stay of seclusion, Ledger delved deep into the psychology of the character. He devoted himself to developing the Joker's every tick, namely the voice and that sadistic-sounding laugh. Joker's makeup was also allegedly designed by Ledger himself, who used regular cosmetics from a drugstore on it. Heath Ledger posthumously won a total of 32 Best Actor in a Supporting Role awards for his work on this movie.
I mean, listen, I understand where you're coming from.
Heath Ledger's last movie project. It is dedicated to him, along with William Vince. He improvised half of his comedic dialogue on set. After his death, production was shut down for a few months. Then it was restarted when Johnny Depp, Jude Law, and Colin Farrell agreed to complete Ledger's role. They gave all the income they received for this movie to his daughter Matilda, so that her economic future would be secure. And that's all, my friends. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.
To get to this point, mate, you don't believe what you read in the newspaper.